It's a beautiful Wednesday, the 30th of April 2025. A very good morning to you, and many thanks for joining us this morning on Hope. As Mr. C, delighted as always to have you join us right now. Don't forget, here is where we bring you the biggest stories, some of them making headlines in Nigeria, Abia, and beyond. We do you a perspective on those stories, and the beautiful side is where we let you come through with a reaction is currently going on within the ranks of the PDP?
This your approach to the question, I think it should be better addressed maybe if we're in the court. For now, we are, to tell Abians about the good governance of the correct administration. That is why I'm here. So anything that you want to ask me about Section 108 or thereabout, I think that should be better.
Because of course your party says to approach the court to declare your seat vacant, together with other political, other of your colleagues who have jumped ship as well.
They should also start from the up, from the top.
Which is?
They should start from the top.
Which is the top?
You should know. They should start from the top.
I don't know which top you're talking about.
When the time comes, we'll tell you the top.
Are you looking at the FCT minister?
I didn't say that. But they should start from the top. You know, about when they say about equity, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you say there's a saying that says one of the principles of laws of equity. They say he who seek equity must do equity. Right?
Yeah.
He who seek equity must do what? Equity. So, if you are seeking for equity, you must first and foremost do what? Equity. So that your followers will really know that all you are asking for is equitable and justifiable.
I'd like for you to break that down. I mean, where do you say he who seeks? I know we'll talk about governance. We'll talk about what you believe the current administration is doing. And of course, we'll look at what you've been doing for your constituents. But when you say equity, are you saying your party is not doing equity so far?
I've told you, let us leave that side. When we are in that position.
When you get to the bridge, is it?
Yes, when we're in the position to address the issue about party and constitutional provisions and all what have you, we talk about that. But for now,
you're not afraid that you might lose your seat if your party decides to take the legal side of things.
Why would I lose my seat? That I did what?
Because you moved from your party without there being necessarily
That's what I'm saying.
So.
Now, when we get there, we will not be able to. You bring your own ingredients why I should lose my seat, and I will bring my own ingredients why I should not lose my seat.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk governance a bit. Let's look at the party which you have gone. But by the way, before we get into what you believe the governor is doing well, how about what would be your comments to those who believe you have moved from frying pan to fire? If you have moved from the PDP, maybe for whatever reason, you're moving to another platform itself is housed not so much in order. I mean, we have clear factions, at least despite the Supreme Court verdict not too long ago, we still have factions claiming leadership. So what would you say to those who are saying, hey, you couldn't have left one party that is, yes, has the internal wranglings, but maybe not as much as where you've gone now?
Which party has crisis?
I didn't mention crisis. I mean, I mentioned factions. Okay, the Labour Party, or don't they?
The Labour Party has factions. To the best of my own knowledge, there is no faction in the Labour Party.
Oh, you want to say you're not aware that
there is no faction.
Barrister Julius Abure is claiming still to be the chairman of the party and his own national working committee? Same with the Senator Nena Diosman side?
There is no faction in Labour Party.
Are you saying so in faith or in reality?
Said there is no faction in Labour Party. And I repeat myself, there is no faction in Labour Party. Yes.
So you believe the house is in one piece?
I said, and I repeat, there is no faction in Labour Party.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, governance. You said the governor is doing well, and you said it is pretty much very obvious for all to see.
That's right.
What is it doing well that your former party, when they held sway, did not do?
Let me tell you something, Mr. C. I don't think you actually know me very well. When you say your former party, I'm not a politician, for your information. Yes, if you don't know it now. I am a public servant.
Okay.
Yes. But for you to serve people in a democratic setting, you must come from a political party. Are you get what I'm saying? So for me personally,
But you're a
not.
political animal.
I
At least
said I am
Aristotle says
I am
that.
a public servant. I'm here to serve my constituents, which is the mandate that I have. And my constituents also form part of the entire state, which is Abia State, which we have our governor, Governor Lesoti, as our governor, right? So, and for what we can see in terms of infrastructure, you can't wave it off that the governor has, within less than 2 years, achieved what the previous administrations could not achieve. I don't want to start. If you want me to mention, I can mention, as much as I can. That is the truth about it. I'm opinion to my own. I have the right to my own opinion. Yeah. Yes, I'm entitled to my own opinion. And this is my own opinion. And this is what I can tell you, that this man in less than 2 years. So, what else?
What areas has he impressed you?
Infrastructure. Infrastructure, which has always been a challenge and a problem in this state. Not even about Abians. People that come to this state, our neighboring states, people from Cross River, Akwa Ibom, Enugu, Imo, Port Harcourt, even outside this neighboring state, will tell you, you guys are lucky. Thank God, you guys have a governor now. You guys are lucky. Thank God, you guys, you can see that your state, the storyline has changed. That's the truth. We go out and we know, you're from congratulations. You guys have gotten it right this time. And that has always been our prayers. It's not about me. It's about we, the entire Abians. It's about our children. I get what I'm saying? Look at, if you go to Akwa Ibom, you talk good about good governance, or your own state, Cross River. To an extent, doing the Naduk and all what have you. Today we have it in Abia. People will be referring Abia as you people have gotten it right. Congratulations, people have gotten it right. I get what I'm saying? Look at, even if there is no other thing, look at this Osa Road, entrance to Abia, to the state capital. You know how it used to look like before? If you're on that road, a vehicle breaks down, you can't access the road. But look at it today. If you are entering that road, you know that you are entering a capital city. You'll even be happy that you are entering a capital city with street lights. Go to Aba. The other day I was in Aba last 2 weeks. I had to start walking around. There are some streets that were not accessible before. When I got to that place, I was like, am I here already? I know what I'm saying? This is about good governance this man has put in place. Come to our rural areas. There are a lot of roads that you couldn't access before. Go there. There is a particular road in our Isialangwa that connects 4 local governments: Isialangwa, North, South, Osisioma, and Obingwa. The last administration did it to Eketa. But within a few months, the governor has linked that road. So, and that road majorly is my constituency. People, our constituents now don't usually use the highway anymore going to Aba. With their bicycle and motorbike, they use that road. They go to Aba, sell their goods, buy things, and come back freely with street lights. Then go to Old Bende. Before, if you are going to Isuguato, it will take you 3-4 hours to get to Isuguato. You know what I'm saying? But go there now. The other day we went for one of our colleagues' traditional marriage. Less than 30 minutes, we were at Isuguato. It's not about me. It's about we. You yourself can also attest to that. Come to my here, all the internal routes, everything. So what else are we talking about? There's no local government that this man is not connecting with infrastructure, road infrastructure, with street lights and security. I get what I'm saying? So it has never been like this before. That everybody is smiling. Everybody's happy. So, do we need to be...
So is it safe to say Well, besides this issue of infrastructure, where else has it impressed you? Because I
I
was
talked
going.
about security.
Okay.
Yes, the state is 100% secured. You can freely, in the night, apply the roads within town and go to wherever you are going to, which I've observed. Aba, Omaya, local areas, everywhere. So that is when you have good, when you're talking about good governance, it touches all aspects of, the administration. Then our educational system, everywhere is flourishing. There are renovation of schools ongoing. You can see it yourself. More is coming. Yeah.
So is it safe to say that some of what you've reeled out as the sterling performance or performances, as it were, of the governor, some of the reasons why you decided to jump ship to the governing party?
Yes.
It's safe to say?
Yes.
Okay. How about the criticism that has greeted the governor? You mentioned infrastructure. He's got a positive review on that front. Those who say, hey, come on, it's no gain saying the fact that we don't expect anything less. After all, the current allocation to the state has tripled or maybe quadrupled from what it used to be. So it's expected that what is happening now is currently happening. What will be your response
Even
to
if
that?
the allocation comes times 10, what we are seeing is that those funds are being implemented. They are being used. They are being used. Abians are seeing it. I don't know, in the past, weren't we receiving funds? Were you seeing anything to point at, to commemorate with the funds, or with what you can see on ground now? People will talk, even if you are the one there, people will still criticize you. It's normal. That is why it is democracy. Freedom of speech, people can say anything they want. But the most important thing is that we can see it ourselves. That whatever allocation of funds that comes into the state are being put in use. That's the most important.
The cost, does it not matter? We know time and again where the party you left, stakeholders have actually called out the governor on what they believe to be humongous sums allocated to some of these projects. They believe
that's the role of an opposition in every government. The opposition must say one or two things. It's normal. It's normal. And for in democracy, you must have opposition. That is normal. It's not anything strange or anything for you to...
It doesn't matter too when, if comparatively to other states who maybe are doing such projects, maybe with the same company, for instance, maybe the costs. It's
we've
had this. We're in the media. Don't forget, we host sessions as this. We hear from stakeholders as well, who, of course, are entitled to some of their opinions, and then sometimes comparatively they bring projects from other states and say, hey, this project was executed in this state, this is how much was used, but we have our own projects here, this is how much is used, and they believe that maybe more was dissipated to executing projects here than somewhere else.
Let me ask you a question now. I know very well that you're not a quantity surveyor. Neither are you an engineer. Now, the question is this. The cost of building in River State, considering their topography, and the cost of building in Abia, will it be the same?
Just like you rightly said it, I'm not a quantity surveyor and the rest of it.
How will somebody just come on social media, they be ranting? You are talking, you talk things that you don't have the facts. Have you done the analysis? Have you been able to do the breakdown? How did they arrive at all those things they write? These are just mere talk, speculations, which is part of governance. Opposition must say one or two things. But the issue is this: have you been able to use maybe a valuer or a quantity surveyor to quantify between this and this for you to arrive at the figure you are mentioning? The answer is no. That's just the truth. The answer is no.
So you don't believe their criticism is born out of technical knowledge? It's just mere talk.
They are normal now. Is it not? We go on social media, open the Facebook, open this thing. People keep writing all sorts of. People wake up because they have free data. They write all sorts of things. It's normal.
We'll be going on a break shortly, Honorable. But again, you mentioned infrastructure, you mentioned security, you mentioned education.
Yes.
There are those who say, hey, yes, the governor might be doing well in infrastructure and some of these areas you mentioned. Some of these areas you mentioned.
Well,
yes,
not
very
might.
Good and fine in these areas you mentioned. But they believe that maybe in terms of stomach infrastructure, not a lot is being done in that area. Can you speak to this?
Can you explain to me what you mean by stomach infrastructure?
Oh well, I mean, we've had situations where reservations have been laid with regards to is money moving around? Are people assessing money? Putting it succinctly, we've had comments. We've had comments from callers that talk about maybe hunger in the land. We've had some of those comments. Yes.
So,
oh yes, fine. We've also had comments that hey, yes, he might be doing the roads. You need people to be alive and healthy to be able to plow the roads.
Now,
can you speak to this?
Is it not the responsibility of the government to create enabling environment for people to operate, to go about their businesses, right? That is one of the cardinal points we should also look at. Has those enabling environment, are they in place? The answer is yes. So do you expect government to be the one to put food on your table? The enabling environment has been created for you, for you to do your businesses. The enabling environment has been created for you. You have access to good road, you have security, you have access to good health care facility, you have access to education, right? So, and we from this side, let me use the word the Igbos, you know, we like go to my own community. By this time, you won't see anybody in the village. They've all entered the farmland.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Yes. Let's take a break here. We will return shortly. It's Omnibus. Stay with us.
Introducing ABN Radio and Television, your new favorite app. Stay informed, entertained, and connected with the latest news, music, and videos from Nigeria and beyond. Download the ABN Radio and Television app now on Google Play and enjoy. Live streaming of news, sports, music, and entertainment programs. On-demand access to your favorite shows and podcasts. Breaking news updates and notifications. Exclusive videos and interviews. Personalized experience with customizable settings. Get started in 3 easy steps. Open Google Play Store on your device. Search for ABN Radio/TV. Click install and start enjoying your new favorite app. Join the ABN Radio/Television community today and stay connected to what matters most.
This is ABN TV, where the world is on your screen, bringing you news like you've never seen. From headlines to highlights, we are your guide. ABN TV. Let's take you for a ride. Your stories, your world, your channel. ABN TV.
Introducing ABN Radio and Television, your new favorite app. Stay informed, entertained, and connected with the latest news, music, and videos from Nigeria and beyond. Download the ABN Radio and Television app now on Google Play and enjoy. Live streaming of news, sports, music, and entertainment programs. On-demand access to your favorite shows and podcasts. Breaking news updates and notifications. Exclusive videos and interviews. Personalized experience with customizable settings. Get started in 3 easy steps. Open Google Play Store on your device. Search for ABN Radio/TV. Click install and start enjoying your new favorite app. Join the ABN Radio/television community today and stay connected to what matters most. Introducing ABN Radio and Television, your new favorite app. Stay informed, entertained and connected with the latest news, music and videos from Nigeria and beyond. Download the ABN Radio and Television app now on Google Play and enjoy live streaming of news.
Anthony Selanga North State Constituency in the Abbey House, Honorable Collins Ugochukwu. My name is Mr. C. Well, before we get to the phone lines, Honorable, let's look at your constituency and what you've been up and about since you came on board. Yes, I mean in terms of your programs for your people, what have you been up to?
Okay. My job is very simple. You know, if we're going to the constitutional provision, the job of a legislator is very explicit. Lawmaking and legislation and oversight function. But as someone who is also representing the people, that's my constituents. Yeah, I've been in touch, close with them. I live in the village. I don't live any other place. You called me this morning. Look at me. You can see it. I'm going straight to the village to attend to this program. So then trying my best, you know, to assist my people in my little way. Like there are some scholarship programs which, you know, have a whole lot of them as beneficiaries, you know, in my little way. Then also the jam registrations. I don't play with that. I think this year was this year or last year. This year was the third, you know, series. You know, that's I make sure that our people go to school. That's most important to me. You know, because education is key. Education is power. So for those that might be discouraged, I've tried my possible best to also encourage them that without education, you have a lot to ask for. But if you are quite educated in a certain level, then it makes the journey easier for you. So that's number one area that I've put in more energy, you know, to help and to encourage my people. Another thing is also, another area is throwing down like I've been able to renovate a school. One of my schools that were so much in bad shape in my constituent, I've done that fully renovated. Then also helping the less privileged, especially the indigent people. I've built some houses for some people, you know, which I know that they really need such help in order to make sure that we have been alleviating the level of poverty, you know, that affects some of them. Then also hospitals, sometimes some medicals to those that have some medical challenges, medical bills. I go to some hospitals and also like Chimanya Hospital, they have records. I come there often to offset some bills of some people. There are some women that have. There was a time I met about 4 women. They've given to birth, you know, through CS. But they were held down for more than 2 months, 3 months, because they will not be able to offset their medical bills. So in my own little way, I'll be able to offset those bills so that's, you know, so that the Muslim mothers can take their newborn babies back home. Then also educating our people, you know. Sometimes I used to go to schools and educate them on issues about cyber-related activities, popularly called Yahoo Yahoo, in order to discourage our youths and encourage them not to be getting involved in such illegal acts, because once you are being caught, by the law enforcement agencies, definitely you face the wrath of the law. So those things, I've been to 2 schools, giving them lectures on the need for them to avoid any cyber-related activities. Because if you watch these days, our youths are more being influenced, with what they see among their peers, so these are. Then also a little or the other. There are some people have also helped in getting jobs, at the federal level. I've tried my possible best, not to mention names, I have a number of them that God has also used me to help them, because that's the little we can do. If we see the opportunity, we push for it. Then we are less than 2 years, and there are some community have also built a market for them. Some communities have also been able to, put up some boreholes, and I have more that I'm also planning to do in a shortest period of time.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, Open Parliament, Family Love, 99.9 FM. Honorable Ugochukwu Collins, the member representing Isalanga North State constituency in the Abbey House of Assembly, my guest this morning. I want to react to what you have been hearing. You've got a question or two for my guest. Here are the phone lines. 0816-111-5955 or 0907-103-6625. 1 minute, 30 seconds if you're able to pull through. Hello, good morning.
Mr. C, remain listed.
Good morning to you.
I love how you answer questions. You ask questions. You're number 1 in advocacy. Keep it up.
Thank you. Welcome.
My honorable, I love you have spoken well. You have favored, and you will never go down in life.
Amen.
Excellent is my name.
Amen.
You have God explained what it is. I love that.
Thank you.
I don't know. Even the blind now, what happened when Alison was declared winner? I saw it. I know that things will unfold. Things will happen positively. I know someone that is now. It was a blind man that he when Alison was declared winner. Deaf and dumb from the same local government with jail. Okay, it's now talking. What are we paying? You have to do well. And our government is doing well. And I don't know whether you're a lawyer. How you answer questions? I don't know whether you're a lawyer. If you're not a lawyer, try and go deep in that profession. What am I saying? Now, see our governor. People, I'm prophetic. I can see Aaron now. Women of joy. I'm in the same. When we were older, I was the one. Family prophetically. Because they know me. I prophesied them out. Prophetically, see what will happen. See what they people. My dad is when I didn't start first. Even if we see the things that happen to this power, if they receive times 100, they will still be sharing that money. And when they're very tall. That is why people would not even talk much when Aaron was having that television. Only people that are following shadow and those look at this, they were shouting. People come to me to say, don't have anything to campaign. I always say, their campaign will be, they need a power.
Thank you.
Remember prophetically listed.
Thank you. We'll have another call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. C.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, it's the CJ here. Calling you from Omar.
Welcome.
Thank you. I want to hear from your guest. Is in the studio. Is he hearing me?
Oh, yes, he can hear you.
Okay, so I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead, quickly.
Those people now from PDP, running out from PDP, coming into Labour Party. I think it's those people that from PDP now, they are coming into Labour Party, they want to spoil Labour Party too.
Okay, is that supposed to be a question?
Yeah, that's my question, because it's those people that spoil PDP, those people that they are using space in PDP, they are the ones that spoil PDP now. They are coming into Labour Party to spoil Labour Party.
All right.
So to make Labour Party to spoil Labour Party in the name of political, in the name of work. If they know they are going to lose their ticket, that's why they are running into Labour Party to get their ticket back. They know they will lose their ticket. Then they are running into Labour Party now to reclaim back their seat. And India now, they will spoil Labour Party. I know they will spoil Labour Party.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much for your take. I believe the factions had to spoil the other party would have a reaction to that. But another caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. C.
Good morning to you.
Yes, my name is Victor Emmanuel Ndoboka. I'm calling from Ameki.
Victor, welcome.
Thank you very much. I know we are practicing democracy and the presidential system. And in a democracy and presidential system, as the case may be, there's built-in mechanism within the presidential system for checks and balances between the three arms of government, the judiciary, the executive, and the legislature. The guest in the studio is a legislator. And I can see that he is doing very well, representing his people. And democracy is about the people, the good of the people. There's a question you asked about stomach infrastructure. He talked about PAM and all the rest of them, maybe empowerment. But there are people working for the government. Recently, the minimum wage that was approved by Labour and the federal government, which is 70,000 naira, the consequential adjustment that was, that the state government did, I think that consequential adjustment, if we go from what is the initial payment, is 30,000 naira initially before it was increased to 70,000 naira. There's an increase of 40,000. We look at the percentage increase in the minimum wage and look at the percentage increase in the adjustment. I think it is not followed. What we believe that the state government, actually, Dr. Alex Soti is doing very well, and it behoves on Labour, the government, and our representatives to make sure that there is a living wage for the people in the state. If you look at the 30,000 naira, what was added was very minimal, very small.
Okay.
The consequence is not enough to carry people. And even the civil servants cannot meet up paying rent, paying school fees, and meeting up with it. I don't know how they come about with what they are paying. I am pleading the House, the members of the House, to help the governor to assuage the feelings of the people by paying them what is a take-home.
Thank you very much for your take, Mr. Victor. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. C.
Good morning to you.
Blaze Adil, the apostle for truth in governance.
Welcome.
Greetings to our guest in the studio.
Yes, he's
here. Like he rightly said, our governor is doing well. That is one of his major reasons for deflecting from PDP to Labour Party. It's a good one. The former governor gave free feeding to school people, but our governor gave free education from primary 1 to GSS 3. So I don't know, he was bragging at that time, that means the former governor was bragging that he gave free feeding, that it was not upheld after he left office. I don't know which one Nigerians would prefer, free feeding or free education. Now, the only area I want my governor to do more is youth empowerment. Youth empowerment, he has done well, but he needs to do more because Abians needs to have food on their table before they will benefit the infrastructure that is going on, which we are very, very happy about and we are supporting him for it. He should do more of youth empowerment. And the issue the other caller raised, the last caller raised about the consequential adjustment in the salaries of civil servants should also be put into consideration because things are very expensive in the market. If another civil servant cannot go home with the minimum wage of 70,000, I don't think it is good for us. So our government should know what to do on those areas so that the civil servants will also be happy with him very, very well. 5 pieces of pepper, 200 naira. The other day I went to the market. I've not been to the market for a long time. I went the other day to buy pepper. They told me 5 pieces of pepper, 200 naira. So these are the things. Abia needs to be empowered. so that we can go into farm, especially in the Ingwa zone that are good in those things. We can go back into farm and produce those things we can eat it here. Okay. And stop depending on Benue and Adamawa and Brunei, which have been ravaged by insurgency. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your take. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Chikwe calling from Umai.
Welcome. 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Okay. I want to ask your guest, does it mean that when you are in the GDP, you don't have a philosophy and ideology like what we have in other countries in Europe? When this Labour Party is coming, we campaign for this Labour Party under the job movement and signal was to the whole world production. Okay, since you are working under this government that led by the party, what can you lay hand as a productive sector after production? Because I'm telling you now, it's not that food is ready, everybody start lying left and right, looking for leverage. Where you can hang on when you think that revolution is loud. And the party you are coming, the Labour Party is in crisis because of deceptive nature and lies and dishonesty. They're in crisis. There are 4 chairmen. NLC is claiming to be registered a party. Papa is the chairman. Bure is the chairman. And now, it is easy to take the debate of Supreme Court to INEC. INEC, is it INEC now? Is it the Court of Competent Jurisdiction interpreting Supreme Court verdict?
Right.
I'm asking, if not the work job that the Supreme Court could not do, asking you to go home and organize yourself. Thank God yesterday, after one of their commission, he said that you are going to Congress. If I told you that the party escorts a match from Congress, now you are taking to INEC to name your leader of your party.
Okay. Thank you very much. Your point is noted. Let's have a guest respond to some of your posers. I will get back to the phone lines if we have time enough. Well, Mr. Victor did talk about checks and balances. He talked about a living wage as well. That those who believe that the House is not doing so much in terms of checking the government, the executive, let's put it that way, because of course that's part of what they should be able to do. What will be your comment beyond that? What the caller said.
How did Mr. Victor arrive at that? That the House is not doing well on issue about checks and balances on the executive? How did he arrive at that? Is he a member of the House? He's not a member of the House. And these are things we're talking about. Procrastination. So you can see that people just talk because they want to talk, not with facts. The people that are in better position to say that there is leakage or there is gap in checks and balances are the people that are involved, not somebody who cannot be able to, point at anything as I'm pointing out this as an example of what you people are supposed to do and you people are not doing it. But you can see there is no leakage anywhere, and what the government is doing is in tandem with what the legislative arm of government is also doing in terms of oversight and legislation.
He also mentioned a living wage. If the House can actually intervene in some way, if they can, to ensure that living wage.
Okay, wages.
Yes,
okay.
That what the civil servants are currently receiving as a take-home is not sufficient.
Well,
going by the prices of commodities in the market.
Yeah, you see, let me say something about this issue about living wage. You see, the problem is only in our own context here, in Nigeria, that we all talk about living wage. You know the problem we have? We are also the problem of ourselves. These people talking now, when you tax them, if you ask them to pay tax, they won't pay. Go to overseas, abroad, they live, the government sustain themselves through tax. People, you know that even when you go to buy clothes in a shop like Walmart, the clothes you are buying is taxed, you pay tax on it. But do we do that here? the pressure and everything is on the government. But the citizens don't pay tax. And it is through the taxation system that government will also generate funds, revenue, that will impact on the lives and the salaries and wages of the people. But pressure and everything is on the government. Everybody is looking for the government. But on your own part, you cannot be able to do your own obligation. That's the problem.
Maybe not a lot of persons might want to agree with you on that.
But
Yes,
that's
yes. Maybe not all citizens pay taxes.
Exactly.
But
that's the issue.
quite a number of citizens are paying taxes.
The only people that you see that pay tax is
you don't think that's coming from the government?
No, the only people you see.
The fact that even some of the taxes that have been paid by citizens cannot see no visible project, as it were, where they can say, hey, this is the benefit of my payment of taxes.
But now that you have those infrastructures on ground, now can our orientation change? Can we not change our orientation to also help the government? And sometimes you also look, there's what they call comparison method. You know what I'm saying? Approach. You can also compare the other neighboring states. How much are the civil servants in those? What are their own wages? How much are they earning? I know what I'm saying. You use that to also compare with your own state to know whether the government is even doing much better than other states. But you know, citizens will also react, which is normal in a democratic system.
Yeah, mention was also made. We'll be wrapping up shortly because of time, about stomach infrastructure, youth empowerment, calling on the government to do more in those areas. Can you react to that? Is there something?
You know, I've said it earlier. What is stomach infrastructure? I want to understand it. So far as I'm concerned, when people talk about stomach infrastructure, I don't understand.
This is strange. I mean,
yes, I don't know what is. There's no book.
Anybody who listens, are you sure you're in Nigeria?
That's it. I don't understand the context, the theory about stomach infrastructure. Stomach infrastructure.
Literally, hunger in the land.
Hunger. Okay. Now, when you talk about hunger in the land, it's a universal thing. It's everywhere. It's not only peculiar here in Abia. I get what I'm saying. It's a national phenomenon which each and every one of us we are battling with it. So, but the only thing, my only encouragement to our people is to be patient with the government. I get what I'm saying. This is a government that is just less than 2 years. Rome wasn't built in a day. I get what I'm saying. I'm so sure that the government will also, you know, cover certain areas that also need to be looked into.
All right.
Yes.
Honorable, our time is fast spent. In 30 seconds, what will be your parting words?
Okay. Yeah, my parting words is for both the opposition and all Abians to support the administration of Governor Alex Joma Oti, so that the governor will finish what he has come to do for Abians well. Because we can all see it, that Abia has really changed, and we can feel it, we can see it, and all we need to do is just to support the government.
All right.
And make sure that we live as disciplined citizens of Abia State.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Honorable Ugochukwu Collins there, the member representing the Selanga North State constituency in the Abia House of Assembly, has been a guest on the program. Thank you for being a part through your calls. We appreciate it. We'll do it again tomorrow, the Thursday edition of the program. My name is Mr. C. Next is the newsroom for the news at 10. Stay with us.
Introducing ABN Radio and Television, your new favorite app. Stay informed, entertained, and connected with the latest news, music, and videos from Nigeria and beyond. Download the ABN Radio and Television app now on Google Play and enjoy. Live streaming of news, sports, music, and entertainment programs. On-demand access to your favorite shows and podcasts. Breaking news updates and notifications. Exclusive videos and interviews. Personalized experience with customizable settings. Get started in 3 easy steps. Open Google Play Store on your device. Search for ABN Radio/TV. Click install and start enjoying your new favorite app. Join the ABN Radio/Television community today and stay connected to what matters most. Introducing ABN.
This is ABN TV, where the world is on your screen, bringing you news like you've never seen. From headlines to highlights, we are your guide. ABN TV. Let's take you for a ride. Your stories, your world, your channel. ABN TV. This is ABN TV, where the world is on your screen, bringing you news like you've never seen. From headlines to highlights, we are your guide. ABN TV. Let's take you for a ride. Your stories, your world, your channel. ABN TV. This is ABN TV, where the world is on your screen, bringing you news like you've never seen. From headlines to highlights, we are your guide. ABN TV. Let's take you for a ride. Your stories, your world, your channel.